Why are you laughing? That damn dog.
So, how many females other than Liberty and Justice appeared on U.S. coins?
2. All right, we'll be right back.
It's quite a few, depending on what you call currency.
We'll be right back.
Lock it in. And rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
What? If you're 85 or younger, would you like peace of mind and comfort for your family? We're Final Expense Direct with an urgent message for you. The average funeral today costs over $8,000, but the most you'll get from government benefits is $255. How will your family pay the difference? We can help. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam. You'll have lifetime coverage, and your plan can't be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Call now for free information about our senior plans. Answer a few simple questions and receive approval right on the phone. Plus, call right now and we'll give you a discount prescription card for free. Call 800-350-3211. That's 800-350-3211. Again, 800-350-3211.
Whenever I'm feeling a little down under, I can always count on Nate and Brian for their interesting perspective on topics important to freedom and civil rights by listening to the At Odds Show. Nate and Brian cover important topics with insight, intelligence, and of course humor. I can always expect a laugh or two. So if you want to be informed and have a great time, give these guys a listen.
At Odds.
The At Odds Show with the greatest political talk show hosts in history, Nate and Brian. And it's sad that they actually believe that. So give a listen because the delusional need love too.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
If you like the At Odds Show,
and we know you do,
why not order your very own At Odds t-shirt sizes small to 6XL in a cool black color?
So support our show. Check out the great prices at chugdug.com or head over to our website, atoddshow.com, and click the link.
And, unlike listening to our show, you won't be disappointed.
Just come back.
Okay, well, we're back. We came back with you saying, oh,
I know, I got it.
No, okay. So the question, read the question again, because we talked about this the entire break, and I'm not clear what you're asking.
All right. Other than the justice and the liberty on a lot of U.S. coins, now U.S., not Canadian, how many females have appeared on U.S. currency? Now, I say, well, that depends because there is a series of coins put out by the U.S. Mint that really aren't meant for circulation.
But they can be.
They can be. They're a $10 gold piece with a half an ounce of 99.9 gold. All right?
Sure.
So worth, $5,000 or whatever, half of an ounce of silver is worth. So that's the easy question. If you count that as U.S. currency, and I guess it is, they have a series called the First Spouse gold coin sets. And from 2007 to now, they've released 4 or 5 First Ladies on coins, starting with Martha Washington, and they're up to Nancy Reagan.
Okay.
All right, so how many is that? 40-some?
No.
Whatever.
How would it be 40-some?
Well, there's 45 presidents. How many presidents do we have? 45.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. 40.
And not all of them were married. So
40.
when they did that, they just did something significant to that president.
Yep.
But legitimate coins that circulated, we have Sacagawea on $1.
Yep.
Susan B. Anthony on $1.
Uh-huh.
Helen Keller is on the back of the Alabama quarter in 2003.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Eunice Kennedy Shriver she was engraved onto a silver dollar in 1995 for her work with the Special Olympics.
Okay.
Then going way back to 1587, there was Eleanor Dare and Virginia Dare. They were mother and daughter who were some of the first women to go to Roanoke Island in 1787 and were part of the Lost Colony. North Carolina had a $50 in 1937 with those two on it. Martha Washington not only was on the gold coin, but she also appeared on silver certificates in 1886, 1891, and 1896. She's the only woman to appear on paper money. Queen Isabella of Spain, though not an American, was featured on a Columbian Exposition quarter in 1893 because they helped pay for Christopher Columbus' pillaging of the New World. So that's a lot of women if you count all the first ladies.
So what's the answer?
I don't know.
You really don't have the answer, do you?
Well, I don't have it exact, no. If you exclude the first spouses, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 women.
Huh.
We don't have to go in this day in history if you don't want to.
I don't.
I'll do it real quick.
Look,
though.
we're getting yelled at by our listeners.
Right. Today in 1944, Roosevelt signs the GI Bill.
Oh, cool.
All right. I can go into all that and how important it was for a lot of people.
Yeah, so I wanted very, very quickly just spend 20 minutes or so on the recent case, the woman, well, now woman, I think she was 17 at the time, so she was tried in juvenile court, whose boyfriend committed suicide essentially by starting a generator in the cab of his pickup truck in a Kmart parking lot.
Well, she taunted him for a while before. Go ahead and kill yourself.
Kind of.
But then apparently she just listened to him die. She didn't do anything.
Right. And so the question, and so she was convicted of involuntary manslaughter, probably a deal of some sort. I'm not sure, because I assume they probably were going for voluntary manslaughter. Because involuntary is saying you didn't mean it, but the argument is that she meant it.
Right. So,
my take on it is she didn't really cause any harm to him. She said things to him.
Yeah.
Told him to do things to harm himself. I think the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
But didn't actually do anything to him. So how can that? I mean, what harm did she cause? It's horrible, absolutely horrible. But it's still protected speech, isn't it?
I don't know. What your question was, if you tell somebody to kill themselves and they don't, is that attempted manslaughter?
Right, attempted manslaughter. Right, or if I say, Brian, I really love you, and you freak out so much that you have a heart attack, is that involuntary manslaughter also?
I would think so.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
I know you love me though, so I'm all set with it.
Oh, okay.
Well, the front door is right above the studio.
It is, and you can. I don't know if you can.
You hear the little claws of the dogs.
We'll have to fix that. We'll move the front door.
Okay.
For next week. Did you see the text messages? So I saw images.
No, I didn't.
I saw images of the text messages spanning like 2 days, and it wasn't nearly as bad. It wasn't her saying "kill yourself" and him saying "I'm so sad." It was her saying, "I thought this is what you wanted." just go for it. You can do it. And him saying, I really want to.
Oh, encouraging him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have the courage
Absolutely
to
horrible.
do it. Yeah.
It's horrible. I'm not saying
of course,
it isn't.
he's reaching out to her, hoping
I don't know.
that she says,
I don't know.
Don't do it. You have a lot to
Yeah,
live
he was
for.
having second thoughts, and apparently he got out of the truck at one point and called. They talked on the phone, and she said, just get back in the effing truck or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so I don't know. And then, we'll talk to him.
She sounds like a sweet, sweet young lady.
No, she sounds absolutely terrible. I'm okay with after the fact, maybe a civil suit. Maybe she's liable somehow to the family.
That could come down the road.
But criminal charges, I'm not okay with it. I'm just not. It's very, very slippery slope.
So
is there 20 minutes up?
Not quite. So Otto Warmbier, the American college student who went to North Korea and stole a propaganda poster out of a hotel lobby or something.
Yeah.
That was held, was released. He was in a coma. Of course, most people know he passed away.
Yep.
A couple days ago. His funeral was today.
Oh, that's right.
And I just wanted to bring that up because that's just a shame that that happened. And it sounds like they might try to negotiate 2 other Americans that are held by North Korea. So they might do that just because they know that we're pretty PO'd at them right now.
Just an FYI, Brian, that knock on the studio door.
Yeah.
That was to let us know that there is a vehicle parked out front with the windows down.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Yeah, that's great.
So just an FYI.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I hate helpful neighbors like that.
We should have kept the studio in the bad part of town where no one was going to help
right.
us. You leave the windows down, you come out, your radio's missing.
Yeah, or they're peeing in your open window.
With a duffel bag full of guns.
All right. God, I hate that.
Yes, it might have been the cops. That did cross my mind.
Yeah. So I guess the U.S. ambassador to the UN is urging international community to help Venezuela. People are starving while their government tramples their democracy. Well,
yeah.
Are they still in the UN?
Where are you at? I don't. Oh, there
up above.
You skipped one.
Yeah, because I didn't think we'd have time for it, but we do really quickly.
So
there's another. And they call it a democracy. I thought it was socialism, and socialism and the social. What is it? Social democracy. What were they calling it? Bernie Sanders?
I missed this, so I don't know if it's clear enough. This isn't the UN, which is a horrible organization, saying we're the UN, we need to help Venezuela. This is Nikki Haley, the conservative U.S. ambassador to the UN,
I see,
saying we need to help Venezuela.
So she made an address at the United Nations.
And this is
like
why?
Yeah.
I mean, certainly we've decided that we're the ones that have to help out when there's a humanitarian crisis. I don't want people to starve because their government is horrible. Country. But we can't afford it. And second of all, we can give them food, but in 5 years when that food runs out and we're in the same boat because they're going to become more and more and more socialist and communist, what are we going to do?
Feed a man a fish. He eats for one day.
Should we bomb them with some democracy or something? Is that what you're saying?
We'll bomb the democracy right into them. We'll bomb that socialism right out of them. Okay.
Are we done?
No, I have this one because this is I love this one because a prominent Russia leader of Russia's Old Believers Church, we actually met with Putin. He said that the root of homosexuality is in the changing fashions of men's facial hair and suggests that men should stop shaving to protect themselves from slipping into any sexual ambiguity. The priest said that men with beards are less likely to be corrupted by homosexuality and expressed his concern that beards fell out of fashion. He's lamented the tradition of beards has completely disappeared from the Catholic West. God set down certain rules, Nate. The Lord created everyone with a beard. Tell that to the women. No man can resist his creator, he said. By the way, the Orthodox Old Believer Church fell out of favor with the New Believer Church and follows rituals that predate the 17th century.
Yeah, okay. So, what? First of all, there's a lot of people that have beards. There's women that have beards nowadays.